Hello, beautifuls. I did promise to give you a packing video. We leave for Chicago this afternoon. Lots of you have been asking questions about packing for travel and mixing and matching and making sure that you take the stressing out of dressing when you travel, that you don't overpack and use about 40% or 50% only of what you're packing. So I have 4 business meetings out of an 8-day trip. So I'm going to just hop on here and show you a couple of how I'm mixing and matching my conference and my business meeting wear, how I'm mixing and matching some of those pieces with travel and social, and where I even begin right there with what I'm wearing on the day of travel and on the last day of travel. You got to really think about from your front door, back in your front door, and how you can multi-purpose your accessories, your shoes, your clothing for both social, semi-formal, and business wear. So let's have a look. Okay, so hair still to be done today. First things first, before we get into the clothing, we have a rule that by 5 o'clock the day before we travel anywhere as a family, that everything is done. Why? Because last minute emergencies pitch up and last minute demands are made on us as women. And so I want to make sure that I have time to relax on the day and be with my kids on the day if they're not coming with us, which I love to do when possible. And so you want to make sure that well before the day that you travel, your luggage is ready. There's nothing left from the last trip. So as you unpack from your last trip, make sure it's all clean, put away in the same place. I keep mine in the same place that I know where to go, and then it's all ready for me. Remember that personal style is not limited to what you wear. Talking about that, these are part of some of the smart joggers I talk about all the time. And where do I get them? From the best brand on the planet, your locally owned little boutique. About 70% of my closet is these. They're super comfy. I've got about 4 or 5 sets. And this I've had for forever and ever. If you don't have olive in your wardrobe, get some olive. I haven't seen olive of most shades look bad on any woman. Okay, so make sure that your luggage is in good condition, it's clean. And what color do you like? Have you had a suitcase that is 17 years old and looks like it needs to retire, and it looks at you with its puppy eyes that it doesn't have and says, please, can you retire me? Invest in yourself, invest in your style. Less is more. The less you have of higher quality, the more outfits you have that look good, feel good, and last a long time. A cluttered closet is a cluttered mind. You've got to start here. It all begins here. Undoing old bad habits, making sure that you chuck out all the old, ugly, nasty knickers and bras that don't belong on your beautiful body. Who sees you? You see you. And this is where this body of yours is, it contains everything. Your gift of life, your breath of life, your value, your love, your compassion, your everything that you have is in here. So take care of the outside, that takes care of the inside. Okay, let's get into a couple of outfits. All right, so I know exactly what I'm wearing today when I travel, and that's all taken care of, and I'm mixing and matching a couple of things to wear the same pants back. They are super soft. I'll show you in a minute. Pants from Zara. But so conference day number 1, I have got a pair of bootleg Spanx pants that you have got to go and check out. They are high-waisted. They make my tummy and my butt look amazing. They're bootleg, and so I'm going to be doing that with a hot pink little cami and this gorgeous, beautiful spring blazer that I got from Zara a couple of weeks ago when I was in London. So now I've got those two together that I'm going to wear with a pair of black basic heels that I've had for a long time. And if you have a look, they wrap around the top part near my ankle. Why? Because one side of my body, as with all of us, is quite a lot smaller than the other, but by quite a lot. And so the one shoe always comes off, and I almost always wear heels with straps around my ankle. So day 2, what then? Day 2, what I'm going to do is the same pair of Spanx pants, and I'm going to wear a beautiful white anglaise blouse. Very, very unlike me, but remember, I'm always saying to you, the word of the day is play. You've got to try new things. So this beautiful set is a little more classy in terms of just a more classic kind of put together. I've got on the hanger the little white thing that must go underneath, because obviously otherwise it's quite see-through. So that goes with these pants. I've got just 2 options of a belt. It doesn't have, no, hang on a second, this is not with this belt. This is going in my luggage for another outfit. I'll show you in a minute. So that's together. And then I'm going to wear a pair of red heels with this. So you've got classic black, red, and white. And the red heels I'm going to wear with the third outfit that looks like this. All right, so I've got a cute, puffy shouldered, high-waisted outfit here. So this is going to be day 3, or I might swap it around. I'll see what the mood is. But these are high-waisted, and I'm going to wear these with my red heels. I've got either this brown and gold belt that I'm going to put here. I don't wear many belts because I've always had a bit of a tummy, but I've been working on that lately. Not gymming, but I'm working with the biokineticist because I pulled a muscle in my back almost 3 years ago, and it still gives me about a 4, sometimes a 6 out of 10 level of pain. So I'm working on things slowly. I decided at the beginning of this year, I'm taking my time with my health. I'm going for the long run now. No more of this. No more roller coasting with it. So now let's talk body shape for a minute. So I've got quite a balanced shape, which is great. And I seem to be shrinking. I used to wear a size, okay, so we're talking UK size 6, which is going to be a 7.5 shoe. And I now wear a size, so 5 is going to be, so like 6, 6.5. And I'm also a little bit shorter than I used to be. I'm just under like 5'4" something right now. Be that as it may, remember that your body shape is going to determine your personal style. And if you don't know how to do that, get off the bench and get in the game here. Ask some questions. Invest in yourself. Get into the coaching program. I don't know if our promo is finished for our live launch into school, but ask the question. Book a call with Heather. It's an easy yes or a no. She will help you to decide, this is not for you. I don't think you're ready, or like grab it now with both hands. We don't just sell anything to anyone. We're building something very intentional here, as you can see. Okay, so my high waist here, my body shape is my shoulders and my hips are quite balanced, okay? So we all have a waist, we all have hips, we all have a butt, we all have boobs. It's not about hiding the parts that you don't like. It's about highlighting the parts that you do. So when I highlight my shoulders, which I love, and I wear high-waisted, it accentuates my waist, and wide leg, which these are beautiful linen wide leg, then you have this beautiful balance of shoulder coming in and going out. It's classic, it's beautiful. No matter how teeny tiny your body, if you are a gym bunny and you've got this hot bod, that's fantastic. Keep it up. But don't wear tight, tight, tight. I see so many women with beautiful bodies. Oh my gosh, I so respect how they maintain their bodies and their health. But everything is tight. Their yoga kit, their socializing kit, their business kit, it's all super tight. You are a woman of mystery, beauty and mystery. You want things to flow. So I have a floaty skinny or skinny floaty. You got a float on top. So I'm floating at the bottom. And because I feel like, because I have lost a bit of weight, this is a very fitted blouse, but it's very puffy here and it's got its own kind of movement. So I'm wearing that with a broad or that thin belt with the red shoes. And so I'm repurposing a few things there. All right, next. I always pack one backup outfit, always, and only one. So I have here a pair of my favorite Zara olive cargo pants that I am just packing in with an off-shoulder gold, very cute off-shoulder top. I do that either with some plain heels or some chunky little boots. I quite like it with boots, and then I've got big earrings for that. And so that is a backup outfit. With these cargo pants, because I've got another 4 days after that. I've got this cute little sequin top. Mix and match your textures. Mix and match your fabrics and your colors. And if you're not sure, just post in school and just say, hey guys, have you ever mixed these colors? Do you have any examples? Learn from each other, okay? But this is going to go with the olive pants, and then I'll wear some flats with it. Or if we have a dinner out, which we do in Dallas, then this is a good option for that over there. Traveling from Chicago, which is still a little bit chilly, to Dallas, which is warmer, I'm going to be doing this cute little thing. It's dipped at the back and I tuck it in front, and I'm going to be doing that with those olive pants. So those olive pants are going to be worn very differently 3 times over. All right, so I have another meeting in Dallas, for which I'm probably going to wear this beautiful, colorful one shoulder blouse with, once again, those bootleg pants and some heels, because we're going to be focused, we're going to be sharp, we're going to be sitting and talking a lot of detail. And so I dress to give myself energy, because remember, coming from where I'm coming from, there's going to be jet lag to deal with for the first few days. And so I want to be sharp and smart. So those Spanx are going to go to good use. And then the other thing that I've got for the last day is I've got my cute one-shoulder little leopard print jumpsuit. I love jumpsuits. Jumpsuits are super, super easy to dress up or dress down. You can make them look fab with some heels, with some big chunky jewelry, or you can dress it down with some with a cute little pair of ankle boots like this that I might take with. I haven't decided yet, because the other thing you need to see as far as shoes go is, now depending if I do my chunky heel boots, which I probably will, I might take a pair of nude heels. It's a classic staple essential in your closet. You can't go wrong with these. If you can't wear high heels, you get low block or kitten heel nudes. And then I always put these in. They're super, super flat and simple. These are just Aldo, and they are flat pack, easy to put in anywhere, and they've got a little bit of interesting detail. They're quite Michael Kors, Steve Madden like actually, and they are comfy. They look cute. I can wear this with a jumpsuit. I can use it for different kinds of things. And you want to make sure that you have shoes that are from the capsule wardrobe, because they lend themselves to different things, to dressing up and dressing down. So these are the flats that we talk about, the sandals at least. You want a pair of nude or black flats. Red flats are great, the little ballet flats. You need a pair of black heels. You need a pair of nude heels. The whole capsule wardrobe list is in the coaching program. And of course the white tennis shoes, which look like this. So your classic white tennis shoes, these are not sneakers, okay? They're not designed to be running in or going to the gym in. I had to replace mine just yesterday actually, because I got a cheap pair and they fell apart. They served me really well for about 7-8 months. They were super cheap. I was in a hurry and I got those knowing that they would only last about 8 months. So these are a decent quality. They are super comfy, but they're new. Don't travel in new shoes. It almost never works out. Also, when it comes to tennis shoes, can you see just a little bit of a variation on this? So the whole thing about capsule wardrobe is, this is the staple. You can wear this with a pantsuit. So like a business pantsuit for business casual. You can wear this with shorts, with jeans, with skinnies, with so many things. Then the whole thing about capsule wardrobe is, now that you know what the item is, you come in with a variation of color and style. They've got a little bit of sheen and bling over there. They've got a tiny little bit of detail of kind of like gold print over there. I don't know if you can see that. And their platform, which I quite like because they're fun. And it's just, this is how you build over time, according to your budget, your capsule wardrobe, which becomes very, very unique to you. Because why? You're going to my #1 recommended brand, which is your locally owned boutique. There are women and men, women in there who have an eye for style, lots of years of experience of buying and merchandising. And when you walk in the door, they can kind of see what you're like and how you engage with them and your body shape. And if they're good at what they do, which they normally are, go and find your local gem. Then about 70% of my closet, as I said, is because of the local beautiful brand that is the independently owned store. You won't find things that you find anywhere else, such as these. Not just the look, but the fabric and the quality. So you'll spend a little bit more, but you'll buy less, and you'll create multiple more outfits. Why? Because when you start shopping with quality in mind, rather than price tags like, oh my gosh, thrifting, I got 7 pieces for $24. No. Then you're doing quantity over quality. And that's why you've got a clutter closet, which you open and you say, I have nothing to wear. You've got to flip it on its head. You've got to go, okay, quality over quantity. Go to the thrift store. Don't have a cow if I say don't go. I'm saying don't shop there on a regular basis, because you go there and to Zara and to Banana Republic and to White House Black Market and to Nordstrom Rack, and you're just driving yourself and your closet and your budget crazy. Go to the thrift store if you're looking for something that you do have a smaller budget for, a blazer, a dress, something special, and you might find something there. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's on the odd occasion. It cannot be your regular shopping and dressing and style strategy. Don't forget to pack in 7 or 8 of these velvet hangers. I like them because they're non-slip. They are easy to work with, and they're easy to pack because they're very, very fine and thin, and you can easily put in 7 or 8. Hotels just don't have enough hangers, or they have the very broad, nice wooden ones, and you can fit like 4 items in there. Between my husband and I, when we go on business trips together, Well, it just doesn't work. So pack at least, depending on how long you're going away for, 6, 7 to 10 of these in. And very important, when you get to your destination, don't run off and go and do something else. I started this habit years ago. Get there, unpack, get organized, and take your outfits and put them in order of play. So day one is going to be my black blazer with my hot pink cami, these, and my shoes are going to be underneath in there. And then I know I don't have to think about it, like waking up thinking, okay, what am I wearing today again? I don't have to take photos of it, although I sometimes do that. I know exactly, this is a short trip, it's like 9 days. If I go on a 3-week thing and I've got lots of events to attend, which sometimes happens, then I'll take photos and I'll put it into my album that I create in my gallery, in my phone, and I'll just name it 1, 2, 3, 4. Super, super easy, okay? There's an app for that, and we will have one soon. So you want to put them together on the hanger, put your outfits into the closet, get your makeup, get everything else out into the bathroom, get organized, put your suitcase away. Don't leave your suitcase lying around, because it's the little things that you see in your hotel room that create clutter and the sense of, oh, we've got to pack soon, we've got to move soon, we're going to be going soon. Put it away and be there and be present. You'll find that it really helps you to enjoy more of your trip and get more out of that which you're investing in. And investing, as you know, friend, you got to have skin in the game. Whatever you're doing in life, nothing that is of value, that impacts life for the good, that lasts the long haul, is going to come free. There's a bunch of people who were in Dress to Connect with us on Facebook and then said, oh my gosh, it's all about money. Now I must pay $19, I'm out of here. That's why we did it. One of the reasons we did that is to get rid of the mindset that is a poverty mindset. I'm not paying anything. Those same people, 90% of them I know have been here for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, benefited. Some of them got jobs through what they learned here for free, and now they're like, I'm out of here. Good. That was part of the mission. It's like shaking up the gold, letting all the shite fall through, and keeping the golden nuggets. That's what we're doing here. You have to have skin in the game. I have been investing in myself for years and years and years, since the age of 27. I started work at 17. At 27, I started going for personal development and counseling and therapy, and then business training and all kinds of things. I didn't have the option of tertiary education, college or university, nothing. School of Hard Knocks was excellent for me, and it really, really helped me to learn a lot at a young age about people, about business, about money, about life. But have some skin in the game in terms of attending events. And if you don't know about our 21-22 June event in Dallas, Texas, oh my gosh, you're going to kick yourself for not attending. Just take my word for it, okay? Just take my word for it. So make sure that you are present, that you unpack, that you set yourself up for just breezing in and out of your hotel room, between breaks, between meals, between the work or the training or the event that you're attending, whether it's a gala event, an awards event, whatever it is. And then as you're done with one outfit, make sure that you have a shelf or a bag, or something that is dirty, put it away and get rid of it. Don't let it take up space. All right. I am not a naturally organized person, so I'm not saying this because it comes easy. I have trained myself, my poor husband, for years. Looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, he was so patient. I would kind of explode a hotel room, and it's not fair to your husband, or if you're traveling with someone. So your spirit of excellence can do better. It's just invest the time. We are designed for order. We're designed not for perfection, but for order and for self-discipline and for things working effectively and efficiently. And it just requires a little bit of your time. So make that decision, and you will see that you enjoy your event and you get far more out of it in terms of the time and the money that you're investing in yourself. All right, very quickly, I'm just flipping over. So here is, I've laid out what I'm wearing today. Those beautiful olive wide pant, smart tracksuit pants from Zara. Then I've got my tennis shoes, and I've got a crossbody bag that I'm going to use with that strap today. They all come with interchangeable straps these days. They're so cool. I'm either going to go with my light gray cropped leather jacket, or on the chair is kind of like a light olive sweater that I'm going to use with a little cami that I've got on here. So everything is laid out down to what bracelets I'm going to use, because remember, you get seen and connected with people at the airport. So the airport and the grocery store and places like that, you want to still wear things that are eye-catching, conversation starting, and relationship building. Those when I come back, they will be washed by then. I'll have that with a different top and probably the same or different strap, and back we go. All right, as far as tote bags go, so this goes very nicely with my gray suitcases. So I've got a very large, a medium, I've got my cabin size, and I've got this. And I'm trying something new because I'm not crazy about this, because this goes onto my carry-on and over the handle, and it actually rests perfectly. The size is great. It took a long time to find the right size. This is River Island. You can get them in the UK, in Europe. You can get them online. Almost all of these huge brands these days ship internationally. Then what goes in there in a very organized manner is I've got these soft, super little, they can just roll up to anything. They're soft, they're good quality. I take my shoes off, I put these on the airplane, and then that's what I keep on. And then inside of here, so I have a large kind of clutch. What I have in here are a pair of specs, my sunglasses, and then in here I've got a couple of, I'm struggling with my back lately, so I've got some painkillers that I'm taking, and one or two personal things, very small little bag that fits in there. I like things that match a little bit. And so this is my main on the plane kind of thing. I've got my tissues, I've got some really good lip balm for my lips, I've got a nail file, a little bit of some of my favorite little local South African little kind of, what are they, like Super C is what it's called. It's like a little sucky treat. Not sucky as in not nice, sucking. And so that goes in my bag together with, I don't eat aeroplane food. I haven't for many years. It's just, unless you are first class, not even business class. Business class is okay, but you get first class, business class, premium economy, and all of those things. But unless you're flying first class, I just don't like airplane food, and I get very easily constipated when I travel. And so I always pick up a couple of fresh raw pecan nuts. I've got some sunflower seeds. I normally transfer those into a transparent little Ziploc bag, because that's just easy to see, and it doesn't make such a noise on the plane when you get like snackish early in the morning or something. And then when I get to the airport, on the other side, I go and find my meal for the evening, or for lunch, whatever it's going to be. Usually a fresh salad. I'm mostly veggie, but I'll have a chicken salad every now and again if it's really nicely made and I'm going to have it in a couple of hours on the plane. And then I just stick to lightweight but filling stuff. So avo chicken salads or wraps, or pret-a-manger is, I'm so excited, they're coming to South Africa soon. They're all over the world. They've got beautiful fresh, oh my gosh, I love Pret. Pret-a-manger, M-A-N-G-E-R. So Pret-a-manger is one of the biggest brands in the world. They're at many airports. Check them out. Their food is absolutely delicious. Other things in my tote bag, which is also perfectly acceptable for a business casual event, is I'm quite fussy about my coffee. This is not the best stuff in the world, but it's the ones that I like and that I have at home usually. And I don't like airport coffee and I don't like hotel coffee, so I put a few of these in my large suitcase and I put a few in my tote bag for on the way. I always decide on what book am I going to read, because reading has not been easy for me. I've become better at it, but I didn't grow up reading. We weren't read to, I wasn't encouraged to, and as a result, by the time I was in high school, I'm like, I hate books. They're such a waste of time. It was such a disadvantage to me. I've had to really teach myself to read. I picked up something recently by Susan Cain called Quiet. My amazing 16-year-old son is super introverted, like 98.3% on paper, according to the university profile recently. And I want to get to know, I love introverts, I love extroverts. There's no right or wrong in either. And some introverts, like my husband, people think he's not introverted. He's super introverted. They're all different. All introverts are not the same, just like extroverts are not all the same. We're all unique. So I'm going to be reading that. And then I've got my little notebook. It's my LindaPaige branded one. And I've got my LindaPaige pen for going to the conference with. If I have space, I'll see how it goes. This is a mini little steamer that is super handy for not having to pull out the iron and the ironing board in the hotel room. So if I've got space, but which I think that I will have, then this is going to go in as well. Don't forget, when you're traveling internationally, you always want to make sure that you have your power and adapter converters from which country to which country, and they're available online and everywhere. So it's always good to have a few of those handy, so you don't have to get to the airport and go, oh my gosh, I still need to get an adapter because these plugs are different everywhere. And these days they've got multiple 4 and 5 in 1, which makes the adapters so easy. All right, let me just flip this tripod over to show you. So this is actually also a great quilted River Island bag that I got for, it's great for weekends. And if I need more stuff in my bag for work or other purposes, I take that. But for now, my smaller tote is great. This is my cabin size. So this is all my jewelry. I don't ever put my jewelry in the main bag, and these pouches are great. They're very thick. These are complot, of course. I normally separate. I put in some gold, some silver, some specials, and 1 or 2 mixed. And then in here, I've got some extras. I made the mistake the other day of not packing in some tampons and things, thinking that I'm not going to, and then I'm not, my cycle is not regular these days because of menopause and all over the place. So I was like a whole week early, and the one time I didn't pack in my tampons, I was in a bit of a bind. I put some of the things in here, so just extra little things in these compartments. And what will come in here are my last minute, I'll show you the makeup in a minute. Here's the larger one, so there's plenty space. My shoes will go in there. I'm trying this little thing that was gifted to me by a beautiful woman recently. I've seen them all over online. This is where my makeup is. Have a look at all the photos that I am attaching here. And I've got some notes under the photos as well. But I usually go on the very bottom. I go with my underwear and my socks, and I put them all flat around. And then this one chunky belt that I'm taking with, which is the other extra option for that red pant outfit, because I just like that it's thicker. That goes around the side. I'm packing my Spanx pants. So my Spanx skinnies, oh my gosh, guys, you got to check it out. Spanx is the bomb. This beautiful thing, you'll see there's a picture on that as well. I've got pictures and notes on lashes and a few other things in here as well. And I'm going to try this out because, as you'll see with the notes under it, you open it up, you see your makeup all at once. Usually I have a cute little bag like this over here for my makeup, this and one other. Just makes me happy when I see it. It's really cute, but I'm going to give the other one a go. One thing that you do want to go and check out, I've been talking about this brand for years, is Dune London. This is such a versatile, beautiful, modern, stylish, feminine little bag. So if I give you a little bit of an idea as to how big it is, rather than showing you it looks much bigger there, it's not a tote. This is what I call a day bag. It's in the capsule wardrobe if you want to learn about that. I'm not taking her with, yes, she's a she, because this is not something you want to travel with and get squashed in the bag or push up on top of. This stays at home. And if I go out, it's just a very classy, beautiful, high quality bag that actually is adjustable. You can make it a bit bigger, but I don't want to risk getting her dirty and all scuffy, so she stays at home. That's why you want to make sure that you have the basic capsule wardrobes in place, your tote bag, and maybe you have 2 or 3 versions of it, one for travel at home that matches your luggage. You've got your day bag, and you've got your crossbody bag and your clutch. That's it. Speaking of clutches, I'll show you in a minute. You only need 4, and then if you want 4 of 4, you can go ahead and have 16 and build it up over. I love bags. The other thing that I do pack in when I travel is a nude clutch, and the one that I'm taking today looks like this. I bought this many years ago in Hayes in Kansas, and again from a beautiful woman by the name of Carol, who's the owner of a boutique. And I love it because it fits a lot in. I can take this with my notebook into the conference room. I don't like to have bags and a whole bunch of stuff on me. So probably my notes and everything will go in here, and my pen and my phone, and I can just have it on the floor under my chair, and it's not by my feet and in the way. So you always want to pack in a clutch. Also, if you decide that there is a dinner invitation, you never know where you get invited to, or you might think, oh, there's a beautiful restaurant, we have time tomorrow night, let's go do that. You take your one backup blouse or your top or your pretty thing, some of those heels or some flats, and you take your clutch, your bling, and a dash of gold on the lips, and you're good to go. So my toiletries are all packed. They're in the main bag. I have got this. You'll see notes below this picture. It's called Wild Jude. It's a microfiber only water, and that's how I take off my makeup. And get yourself one of these, okay? There's self-adhesive magnifying mirrors. I don't know about you, but I cannot put my makeup on with my specs on. So every hotel, every travel trip every trip I go on, I take this to the hotel or the guest or wherever I'm going. It goes on the mirror in the bathroom and I can actually see what I'm doing. See, it's super magnified. And then you don't have to worry about trying to put your makeup on or your lashes on through your glasses in a bathroom that has got a faraway mirror and no lighting. That's most of it. For the rest of it, how you pack is up to you. Some people like packing cubes. I don't. I tried it for a full year. It's not for me. It takes more time and energy, and it just doesn't work for me. But if packing cubes work for you, bonus. I flat pack and I roll. So remember, you've got all kinds of bras and nooks and crannies where you can put socks and underwear and all kinds of little things into. I flat pack all the main stuff, and then the stuff that is softer, that is not going to be damaged by rolling, I roll that up and I line. You've got like 3 or 4 layers around the 4 sides of your suitcase that you can roll things. So I flat pack and I roll as I go, and kind of almost gives you a little bit of cheat extra space rather than just flat packing. You flat pack and then there's a little bit left on the side. I roll and I put it all around the 4 sides of the suitcase. And that is pretty much it. But what makes my packing and my travel and my mixing and matching simple is what is in my closet. It's not the packing process itself. The items, the quality, the uniqueness, the versatility of the pieces that I have in my wardrobe make it easy to mix and match. I'm going to wear every single thing in these suitcases, possibly bar one, depending on whether we go out or not, the one extra night. So everything is going to be used. All shoes will be used. All my accessories, I like to have options with my accessories. So maybe not every single pair of earrings will be used, but that's okay. Plus, I'm going to have plenty of space in my suitcase if I decide I've got the time and the energy to go and do a bit of shopping, which I almost have time for. I love Ulta, the makeup workshop in the US. I love All Saints. There's a couple of shops over there that we don't have here in South Africa, and I like to go in store to some of them. And so if we have a few hours spare, I've got spare space in my suitcase. You have to start with your wardrobe, and the closet cull is your most important investment in your personal style and your confidence. Guys, what you wear has an impact on everything. And so when you learn how to dress on the outside in a way that reflects the woman on the inside and still be comfortable and stylish, then that's why I call it dress to connect. When you wear something that is eye-catching, it's conversation starting and relationship building. Fashion is a powerful connector. It is the Ferrari in your closet. And when you invest the time, remember the law of life is you got to give before you get. You don't be here and ask, I've looked everywhere for it. When women say, I've looked everywhere, I can't find this thing. I love that because I get very cheeky and I'm like, tell me more about that. Tell me where you've looked. Where normally they've invested like 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours over the last few months. When I look for something, I don't give up. I will find what I'm looking for. And sometimes because of my tenacity and my determination to look for it, I find something even better. So you have to be humble in your approach to your personal style and your confidence. Give of your time. Give of your effort to learn, look, go find, and it will come to you. Seek and ye shall find, the good book says, right? It's really, really important. So on that note, I am going to put on my travel kit in a couple of hours, make sure that everything is downstairs ready to go. We've probably got still a good 4 hours left, no, more than that, to spend with our kids. We've been very intentional. We were in glass painting the other day, just to spend some time together. My husband took my little girl for brunch and a little bit of shopping this morning. I took her yesterday, been hanging out with my son. So that's why you want to get it all done way early, because you want to enjoy your trip from the minute that you leave your front door at home to when you get back in there. Travel is a real privilege. Think about getting on a metal bird that flies us across oceans, and within hours, sometimes a day or so, we get to the other side of the world where we want to be. Don't take it for granted. Don't complain about technology. Don't complain about travel. We are so spoiled and so blessed. So choose, because every day is Tuesday, choose today that the next trip you take, you're going to really look for the blessing in the whole part of it, from when you leave to when you get back, because it truly is a blessing. It truly is a privilege. And remember to dress to connect, and you'll have far more fun on that trip.